Hey guys, today I'm going to be making some King Hawaiian. This is their famous French toast, and they sent me this recipe card in the mail. Looks really good. They sent us a package with some other stuff too, but one of the things was this recipe card, and so we bought everything here to make the French toast. So what you need is 1 loaf of the King's Hawaiian original Hawaiian sweet round bread. It's literally a loaf of round bread. You need 4 large eggs. Go ahead and put them in a fairly shallow bowl just so you can dip your bread in it. So big enough for a slice of bread to go into it. You need a 1/2 cup of milk, a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, a 1/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 tablespoon of butter, oil, or oil. So we just got a tablespoon of oil. This is for actually frying it in your pan. You need some kind of syrup to put it on top of it. We use just like regular pancake syrup. I think it's the sugar-free version. And then powdered sugar is optional, but traditionally French toast is served with powdered sugar. So I just dumped some powdered sugar into this this little wire sieve, and we'll use that to kind of shake the powdered sugar on. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my oil in my pan and go ahead and get it started heating up. It doesn't take super long period of time, but you don't want it to be you want it to be hot when you get started. So I'm going to turn this on to medium high. And I'm just going to let that go while I'm doing the other stuff. So the first thing you want to do is you want to slice your bread. Well, you can go ahead and mix it. You can pour everything in the bowl, but it doesn't matter one way or the other. That's what it looks like. I haven't opened one of these in like ages. I mean, I haven't had the round loaves in a long time. It's a pretty good sized piece of bread. So you want it in 1-inch slices. So basically, you know, you don't want it any bigger than 1 inch. And I do have a bread knife to slice this. And the longer pieces, like that, I'll probably leave alone, but this I might split in half. So if they're too big, you might want to cut them in half. That'll give me a good start right there. And like I said, I'm gonna cut these 2 bigger pieces in half because there's no reason, we don't need to make anything that big. Yeah. And then that one looks pretty cool. I don't know, that might even be too big. So so now what you want to do is you want to mix your milk, your vanilla, and your cinnamon. You want to whisk it together. Should be hot enough now, and you may have to stir this up occasionally after you fry each set of slices. The pan, you know, depends on how big your pan is. Go with their egg. So I'm gonna do these smaller pieces first. So what you want to do? Let me move my pan a little bit to where I'm spreading my oil about. Okay, so you don't soak the bread. You just lay it in there, each side. And you put it in your pan. Got a little sizzle, that's good. And I think can I fit this big piece in there? Oh yeah. Bowl a little small for that big a piece, but you get the idea. And we're basically just gonna let this fry until it gets brown on both sides. Okay, you can kind of start smelling the eggs kind of starting to cook in there, so I flipped it over, and I may have to flip it over again just to make sure it's good and brown, but oh yeah, that's beautiful. Look at that. That's a perfect color right there. So again, just flip it over and let it brown again. Okay, so I'm going to take these off. They're good and brown. I just always pick the prettiest side, you know. There's that. And then with this one, which is absolutely gorgeous, turn my burner off. And then just take your powdered sugar, and like I said, if you get one of these little wire things, you just tap it. The tradition is powdered sugar, and you know, it just depends on what you want. So we're gonna go to the table and we'll try this out.
Okay, we haven't put any syrup on here yet. I have sugar-free.
I have original.
Kevin has original. We're gonna try it without though first. I have never had the round King's Hawaiian in my life.
Oh, really? I think
Yeah.
it's just the same as the rolls, pretty much.
It's just in a different form.
Yeah, I think so.
But you said your mom bought the round.
Mm-hmm.
And what did she use it for?
We used to slice it and just toast it, or put butter on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, heat it up, bake it, heat it up, and put toast on it. I mean, put butter on it.
Okay.
That's good.
That is good. But I do want to try it with syrup.
It's good. I mean, it's just like all French toast. It's got that little bit of egginess to it.
Yes.
A little bit of that. You can taste the cinnamon in there.
I like the cinnamon. I like the powdered sugar.
But usually the syrup is what elevates it.
Oh yeah, that's delicious.
The bread is almost melt in your mouth. Kind of, the bread is so soft
Yes.
that it literally almost melts in your mouth. Literally.
It's very fresh. We found our loaf at Kroger,
Mm-hmm.
but have you seen them at Walmart as well?
I'm pretty sure Walmart sells King's Hawaiian in the bread aisle.
I know they sell the rolls. I didn't know if they sell.
I'm sure they
the
do.
round.
Most of the time they sell the loaves, they sell the round. And then nowadays they have, of course, we haven't bought, we don't buy a lot of any other bread besides just sliced bread.
Right.
But they sell loaves of bread that are sliced, just like a loaf of bread, but it's King's Hawaiian bread. It's just sliced, like bread slice. So you could have a sandwich on it if you wanted to.
I
Really
didn't
good
know
bread.
that.
Yeah, I saw it yesterday at Kroger.
Oh.
Yeah. So technically, if you wanted a thinner French toast, like you didn't want the 1 inch slice, you wanted a little thinner, you could just get the sliced bread.
Right. And not
use
even
that.
have to slice it yourself.
Yeah, so I would assume it's the same thing. I mean, I'm guessing it's the same recipe.
Yeah,
the
because
same flavor.
you would be saving yourself a whole step there.
Yeah.
Of having to.
I think a lot of
slice
people
it.
like the rough cut, the not uniform shape.
Right.
It just looks neat.
Right.
They have that different, the different heights and textures and stuff.
Right.
So, I like it. It's really, really good.
I think it's delicious.
The King's Hawaiian adds just a little bit of an extra full sweetness to it.
Yeah, it adds a sweetness that wouldn't have been there with
With
an
the regular
ordinary white bread.
Right, like Texas toast.
Yeah,
which is what you
exactly.
usually use.
Yes.
Yeah. So I like it. It's good. Definitely worth. It's a super simple recipe, and you could use that recipe for anything. But the King's Hawaiian is pretty cool to try with that too.
Yeah, and so thank you again to King's Hawaiian for sending us the recipe. It was fun to try it, and if you all have not tried this bread, you really should.
Yeah, it's really good.
So I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.